Well, hello.
Hey, thanks for listening. Here's our recap of what you're about to listen to, or preview, maybe preview. Here's our preview of the recap. I don't know what it is. Hey, welcome to the podcast. Thanks for listening. Here's what you're going to hear.
We're going to hear a movie review.
Movie review on a podcast that does not review movies.
Breakdancing.
A couple bets that or dares or
I said breakdancing. What?
Yeah, breakdancing.
What?
That's what you said. At breakdancing.
Yeah, I know. I said breakdancing. You're setting bets or dares?
Well, yeah, I bet a guy to do something. They have to hear about it.
Oh my gosh. Oh yes. Okay. I thought you were okay. Oh my gosh. This is confusing me. Sorry.
Now, what do you think the people that are listening to are going to be? They're going to be super confused. We talk about some flag football glory days.
Yeah.
And we found out what God created on the 8th day.
You have to listen and find out. Brandon, hit it.
Oh, yeah! Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon.
Woohoo!
I'll tell you, I love when Brandon hits it.
Oh, yeah.
Just pumps me up, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, I was thinking, because I said this, we were listening to that song, and I said, dude, we made this song.
Oh, yeah. We made it 100%. That is art. We own it. Copyright, actually.
I mean, we didn't file a copyright, but we should.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, like, I'm technically unsavvy.
And I am technically...
And thank you, Guitar... What is the app called we used?
Guitar Band?
GarageBand. Thank you, GarageBand, for making that happen.
Yeah.
I was going to say Guitar Hero, but I'm like, no, that's definitely not it.
Yeah, Guitar Hero is a game.
How was your week?
It was pretty good.
How are you handling school?
Tired.
Yeah, it's tough to kind of get back in the swing, isn't it?
I lost my schedule on like the third day, and I was like, I have no idea where I'm going.
You didn't have it memorized?
I kind of had it memorized. I was like, okay, what's my first class? Like, even still, I'm like, okay, where am I going? Like, one time, I was supposed to go, like, over next to the gym, and instead I was going to my hall, which was on the opposite side of the gym. So the gym's over on the...
South side.
Yeah, south side, and I was going to the east side to go do my classes. And I was like, wait, no, I'm supposed to be going over here. Wait, what? Where am I going?
And look, to your defense, like, so one day you have one set of classes, the next day you have another set of classes. So It's always changing.
Yeah.
It's new, so it's like, whatever. It's like your third day doing that.
More like my...
Well, third day going to that set of classes, because the other days you're going to the other set of classes.
Yeah. But no, this happened, like, today. So we're about a week and a half into school, and I'm still like, wait a minute, where am I going?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, this is like the third or fourth time that you're on this particular schedule.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give you some grace here.
Oh, yeah.
This past weekend, I was at a wedding reception.
What?
Yeah, a friend of mine's daughter got married, and I saw 3 or 4 people there that commented on the podcast.
Oh.
So, shout out to Lee Elmer.
Okay.
You have no idea who that is, but he knows who you are.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Lee.
So, appreciate him listening, and he said he loved the podcast.
Yeah.
And so, how dare we not give him a shout out?
Anybody else? There's 4.
So, a buddy of mine, Taylor, so he listened to a little bit, but he's not a loyal listener. Lee is a loyal listener.
Okay.
And then there's somebody, I can't remember their name. That's okay. We'll just pretend that I said their name. Shout out to you. Appreciate you listening.
Yeah. Whoa, Dad. We just might have lost a listener.
No, because like they know that they know that I hit my head a lot. They know that I have a lot going on in my life.
Well, no, I say.
And so they're going to give me grace. Like I just gave you grace on not knowing your schedule. They're giving me grace for not remembering.
Or we can give them all of the merch that we have out right now, which is none.
Well, I mean, technically there are some license plate covers.
Oh, yeah.
So there are a few of those. There are 4 of those in existence.
Yeah, those are worth a lot. I was riding back and I saw Trevor.
Yeah.
I was riding back on my bike. I'm riding from volleyball, and I literally see them in their blue Mustang with the cats in the curtains. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah, man, I hooked him up.
Yeah.
So hey, look, we are, now that we had our photo shoot, we are really getting close to getting like some shirts.
Oh,
I don't know if we'll do hats. I don't know, but
we have to do hats.
We have to.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to.
Also, we should like put like a microchip in the 4 of them that we have, so nobody can like copy them. And
dude, let them copy. I don't care, man. Start listening to the podcast.
No, it's like the Mona Lisa, Dad. There's like 3 in existence.
This is not the Mona Lisa. All right. So anyway, I'm at this. I'm at this wedding reception. People are like, kind of, hey, I like the podcast. Oh, Sean Meng was another one.
Sean Meng.
So shout out to Sean. That was one of the other ones. He was kind of teasing me. He goes, "What are there like 3 listeners?" And I'm one of them. I was like, "Nah, 30." I said, "Dude, there's thousands of listeners."
Listens. You keep on mixing those 2 words.
Hey, I say what I want to say. Thousands of listeners.
Okay.
Like, look, I use this example.
Now we're gonna go to jail for misleading fraud.
No, man, it's whatever. It's marketing. You can put a little bit of spice on it. So when we were in California on our trip, we're driving to an Angels game. I put on one of the podcasts because there was people in the car that hadn't heard it. And so there were 7 people in that car, but it only counts as 1 listen. What? So just multiply all of our listens by 7, by 15, and then all of a sudden we're at thousands.
How many people are carpooling listening to the podcast?
It's like automatically everybody is like, I know that bus drivers are,
okay.
There's auditoriums that get together at colleges to listen to this podcast.
It's actually a college term that you can take now. Cats in the Cradle podcast.
All right, so I'm at this wedding reception, and I see one of your buddies, Lucas. He's at this wedding reception.
Yeah.
He played quarterback on one of your flag football teams.
Yeah.
Cool kid, runs cross country, just a stud, a cool guy.
Yeah.
And it's hot. We're in Vegas. It's an outdoor wedding reception. It's in somebody's backyard.
Oh, I have 2 funny stories to tell you after this.
And so I say to him, "Hey, I'll pay you $20 if you cannonball into that swimming pool right now wearing your clothes." And he goes, "Can I take my shoes off?" I look at his shoes because they're nice shoes. He goes, "Yeah, you can take your shoes off."
Yeah.
And then he looks at his dad. His dad goes, "I don't care." And he goes, "Do you think Mom will mind?" And he goes, "Nah, Mom's not going to care. Go for it."
Yeah.
Anyway, I owed the kid $20. But it was cool that he did it. It was kind of disappointing though, because like the pool was kind of a little bit away from where the majority of the people were at.
So nobody really.
So like some people saw it, but they were like, "That's the easiest $20 you've ever earned in your life."
Yeah.
And so, but I paid up, man. He got us $20.
Okay, so I'm at school and I'm walking to lunch after one of my classes, and it's like 105, and I was like, man, it is nice today, because I was just sitting in class, bored, and then I come outside, and for some reason it's like 100 degrees, and I'm saying that it's nice.
I'll tell you, it's stupid that you like that's crazy.
Yeah.
But you're right, because like I felt the same way. Like I was walking out to my car the other day, and so it's about 100 degrees. Yeah. But when you go, hey, it's normally 115, and all of a sudden it's 100, like.
Oh yeah, I'll take that.
It feels pretty good.
Yeah, and so I'm like, I felt like a nice warm breeze, and usually that warm breeze would suck.
It's like a flamethrower breeze. I'm melting.
Yeah, but so speaking of the football team, I was at this thing and I saw this kid named Colson who also played on the football team.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Colson was on the team. We had yesterday I was at the gym and I was working out with Paul's dad.
Paul?
So do you want to tell a story about Paul?
No, you go ahead.
All right, so Paul's a super cool guy, but he has stone hands.
Cannot catch a ball.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. And look, you don't have the best of hands either.
I would only catch balls on defense. You
made either the craziest, like nobody should have caught that catch.
It literally. So okay, after you tell this story,
no, go ahead.
Okay, so basically, we're in a game. Okay, so this ref, I don't even know, but basically the kid throws the ball to this kid. It's a little too high, tips his fingers, okay? The ref blows the whistle, but the ball hasn't hit the floor yet. Bounces off my face, into my hands, knocks my hat off, and everybody, like, looks around for a second, like, some people are walking back to their positions because the ref blew the whistle. But then I just start running because I caught the ball never touched the ground, and I get a pick 6 from that.
No, so I don't know if you intercept that one. I think that was an offensive play, but it was definitely the ball was whatever it was. The ball was tipped. It was a crazy there's no way you should have caught it. Thankfully, your face was there to help assist with the catch.
Yeah.
But so you would and regularly you would have some throws to you that were nobody's around you. It's a nice easy toss.
And I got it, and I'm 3 feet away from it.
Oh, what happened? And that happens. Sometimes that happens. That happens in sports. Happens in life.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Paul, we call him 8th day Paul. And Paul could not catch the ball very well, but Paul had a gift in life, and it was what?
Pulling
flags. And so one day we're warming up, right? We're stretching, we're going through our warm-ups, doing these little exercises. And I start saying, Paul, you know what happened on the 7th day? And they're like, what? I'm like, okay, God created the earth, and on the 7th day, what did he do? They're like, oh, well, he rested. That's right. God rested from his labors. Do you know what he did on the 8th day?
Yeah.
And everyone's kind of looking like, what are you talking about? I said, he created you, Paul, for the purpose of pulling flags.
Yeah. And then he got the nickname of 8th day Paul.
8th day Paul. And it was crazy because Paul, we did this drill where basically Paul would be, he would be one-on-one and everybody would kind of run through and he had to pull as many flags as possible. He would pull more flags than anybody doing that.
Yeah, and sometimes we would have 2 people in there and Paul would still pull more flags.
Yeah, it was crazy. Paul would just, like I said, so the next Olympics, the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles, California.
Instead of breakdancing, they're going to be
they are going to have flag football.
Actually?
They are really going to have flag football in the next Olympics.
Oh, I didn't know.
And if Paul's not in there, there's something wrong with Team USA.
Definitely, 100%.
The fix is in.
But
how do we start talking about football, flag football?
Luke.
Oh, Colson. Yeah. You said you saw Colson, Lucas. All right, now I see.
Okay. And did you see the thing on the women's breakdancing?
Yeah. RayGunn. That's her last name.
RayGunn.
Super cool name.
Yeah,
super amazing dance talent.
Oh yeah, she's. Oh yeah, one of the best dances I've ever seen. Okay, no offense to her, the Paralympics was better probably.
So no, didn't I show you the video of the Paralympics?
I don't know.
The Paralympics was amazing.
Actually,
100%. I'm not joking at all. So I gotta find this video. I'll try to put it on Instagram if I can find it. If I can. Yeah. So it shows a side by side of RayGunn dancing.
Yeah.
And then these Paralympic dancers. And so this guy is missing a leg.
Yeah.
And he has crutches on his arms. And he's doing this going from the leg, jumping high, landing on this crutches, back to the leg, doing these crazy spin moves. It was top tier.
Yeah.
If you have not seen this Australian woman doing the breakdancing, then you need to get on Twitter or X. You need to go on Instagram. You need to get on YouTube. Whatever it is, just look up Australian breakdancing fiasco or whatever. You'll find it.
I'm pretty sure it's actually Oceania now instead of Australia.
They changed their name?
Yeah.
Large Island.
Yeah, we should change our name to States United instead of the United States.
States divided is what it feels like in this political season. Holy God. Can we come together and just love? Can we just be nice to each other?
Yeah. I mean, but if we all come together and love, then not everybody's going to be happy, though.
Yeah, some people are going to hate that. So here's my theory on politics.
Oh, we're not getting into politics.
No, it's not too political. You have 10% on the left that are super extreme. Maybe even less. Probably even 2%. You have 10 to 2% on the right that are crazy extreme. But most of us, 95% of us, 90 to 95% of us, are just here in the middle where you have an opinion I disagree with, but I'm yeah, whatever, you do your thing. And I have an opinion that you disagree with, and you're yeah, whatever, you do your thing. And for the most part, we get along, but we get this divisive media that just says hey, we all need to hate each other, and Donald Trump's the devil, and Kamala Harris is the devil, and whatever. It's just...
Joe Biden's the devil.
Yeah, you're the devil.
You're the devil. The podcast is the devil.
Hey, Angela from The Office doesn't think we should joke around about that. It's not funny.
I remember there's a prank that Jim did in The Office where there's a bat and Jim he's like I thought I got bit by the bat, but I don't feel a mark anywhere. And then at the end, and then he's like, why is that bread so cold? And he's like, what are you talking about, Jim? And it's like white bread, and he's like, this is hot.
Yeah, it's ice. Yeah, it's burning my hands because it had garlic on it.
Yeah, or something like that. And then he's like, Angela, can you please put your cross down there? It's like blinding my eyes. Yeah.
And Dwight had a very sharp.
And he's like, he went over to Creed, and he's like, you got any wooden stakes? And he's like, he pulls open a drawer. He's like, what size?
Good old Creed, man.
Yeah.
All right, so speaking of kind of not joking around about the devil thing, so we have a thing that we do in our family.
We joke around about no.
So I don't think this is too uncommon. We say a blessing on the food before we eat. You know, we say dinner prayers. And this past Sunday, so we were having, what did we have for dinner? I know we had baked potatoes.
We had baked potatoes and
short ribs.
Yeah, short ribs and some vegetable. I don't really pay attention to that part.
Yeah, it was good. I think with broccoli maybe.
Yeah.
But Ralph had been craving the baked potato. Like originally we wanted rice because they were teriyaki short ribs.
Yeah.
And so rice would have made more sense.
But Ralph's like, no, we have to have baked potatoes.
He's like, I've been craving a baked potato. I want a baked potato.
And so.
Oh shoot!
What?
Did I forget? Oh, I think I forgot to take out my brownies.
Oh no! I literally saw the 7-minute timer down there. I was like, something smells good. 7 minutes? Okay.
All right. Look, we know we're not editing this thing. I think Renee's down there, so hopefully she'll take care of it.
They're definitely burnt.
Well, no, because I think Renee. Oh, dude.
No, yeah, they're burnt. They're burnt.
Well, Renee's down there right now taking care of it.
Yeah, but when I was down there and I came up here and you were watching your video, and that took. Wait a minute. Man. Yeah, you're cooked. Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay.
What was I just talking about?
Yeah, no,
okay, so we were saying.
Oh yes, okay. So we're
those brownies are gonna be cooked, dude.
Okay, we're on the podcast.
Shoot, man. All right, focus,
So
Josh. Focus. So we're saying the blessing on the food, not just the potatoes.
Yeah. Mom's praying for the food, and I'm like very lazy, and I'm too lazy to close my eyes sometimes.
Don't you think it'd be lazier to like open your eyes? Because
I don't know. I mean, once they're open, like you don't want to. Okay.
All right. So you're cheating during the prayer.
So I'm just kind of like peeking open, like seeing what people are doing, and I see Ralph over there, and he's leaning in and kissing his potato. He's like. And I'm like, he's like maneuvering it carefully, like giving it a little kiss. and I'm like. At first, I'm like, what is he doing? And then I realize I'm like trying not to laugh. I'm like plugging my nose, and Mom's like praying, and I'm like sniggering, or whatever that word is.
Snickering, like a Snickers bar.
Snickers.
And so yeah, so as soon as Renee says amen, you start bust up laughing. We're all looking at you like, what are you doing,
I was
dude?
Like, Ralph was just kissing his potato.
and he didn't deny it. And I also saw moist marks on the side of the potato.
He like licks his.
Yeah, so that's some good stuff. Ralph, we love you, man. Sorry for sharing that, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to my buddy Sean at the wedding reception. And he said...
Wait, is it Sean, like SHAWN, or is it
So he's
S-E?
a unique Sean, SEAN. So he's like Sean or Scene, I don't know.
Scene.
Like, what's the difference? SEEN is Scene, SEAN is somehow Sean, but there's no sh in there, so...
Yeah, I guess the A just makes the SH, you know?
You just call him San.
Or the E. So
Yeah.
the EA and the N, you know, all comes
That's why
together.
English is just a dumb language. Like, dude, his name is no longer Sean, it's Sion.
Yeah, English is weird sometimes.
So I'm talking to Sion, and he says, "Oh my gosh," he goes, "You guys had me busting a gut with your take on Taco Bell when you were saying, hey, welcome to Taco Bell. Would you like some diarrhea with it?"
Yeah.
And so here's what's crazy. So he works in a building. There's a security guard.
He works at Taco Bell?
No, he doesn't work at Taco Bell, but there's a Taco Bell probably near where he works. And his security guard, Gil, had Taco Bell and had to call out sick the next day or two because he had massive diarrhea from Taco Bell.
Okay, well, I'm suing, so...
No, like, Taco Bell might sue us for...
Oh, crap. For exposing their diarrhea.
Their diarrhea secret.
Okay, now we're going to put this 1 ounce of laxative in the meat, or whatever that stuff is called.
Yeah, laxatives, yeah.
Yep, we're just...
In the horse meat.
Yeah.
They actually got busted. They had horse meat in their tacos.
What?
Their taco meat that was supposed to be ground beef, it had traces of horse meat.
No way. That's why they changed it, and now I don't like Taco Bell as much.
Yeah, it's better with the horse meat.
Yeah.
What? There was a Roberto's type place in Provo that Nate used to go to.
Yeah, we have to tell a story.
Well, I'm telling a story.
What?
Yeah, so I can't remember what it's called, but there's a place, your Uncle Nate used to go there all the time. He loved it.
I've heard this story.
Maybe we shared it here. But one time he goes there and it was shut down. And he's like, what the heck? Why is it shut down? And then it turns like on like one of these dirty dining segments or whatever, they found out that they were using cat meat.
What?
And so you know what Nate says about that?
Cat meat sure is delicious.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
They opened back up again. I don't know if they still use cat meat or not.
Oh, well, I'd love to eat there anytime, so.
Yeah, all right, we can go back. I know exactly where it's at.
Ooh.
You said you were going to tell a story.
That was the story I was going to tell.
All right, well, we told. This is a podcast that does not review movies. But do you have a movie you'd like to review? Brought to you by Cinemark. Get your movie pass. You get a monthly movie. You get discounts on concessions. No online fees.
Nope.
What did I watch?
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
I did watch it again. It is. I'm going to stand by it. It's a great movie.
But
you just burped. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but you just burped.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah.
It's no longer on Netflix, so good luck finding it.
Actually?
It just went off this week, yeah.
Oh, I remember what we watched. It was the worst movie ever.
Oh!
Yes.
What did we watch? The Brady Bunch movie.
Yeah, that was, oh my gosh.
All right, give us your take on the Brady Bunch movie. So for how many episodes of the Brady Bunch TV show have you watched?
0.
Okay, so that's part of the reason why it's crappy to you. For some reason as a kid, we always watched the Brady Bunch. I could have sworn there was like 100 seasons. There was 5 seasons of the Brady Bunch. We need to find it so you can watch it.
I don't feel like watching it that much, but after that movie, I'm definitely not watching it. Okay, that movie was, I'm not going to say it's terrible, but it was close.
And like, it's bad. Like being a fan of the Brady Bunch TV show, it is bad, but it's funny because it makes fun of the TV show and it just makes fun of things. And it like is a total 90s shout out funny thing.
Wait, did I just feel your tongue in my mouth? What?
I'm glad you watched it with me. It's one of those stupid movies that I feel like you just need to watch so that you can part of your culture.
I feel like it's not very funny in the moment.
No, it's not.
Yeah, and then but then afterwards you get a joke about it and then it's funny.
Yeah, there's lots of little funny innuendos.
Like when they're dancing and they have oh my gosh, their clothes.
Yeah, it's like the people who haven't seen it, first of all, don't go watch it. Or do, I don't care, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like the Brady Bunch from the 60s that you remember, if you remember them. And now they're in the 90s, but they're still acting as if they're in the 60s and they're total like out of date.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's entertaining. Like if you got nothing to do it.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I think this is a great time to tell the people that we are sponsored by Doc R. Haldeman, LLC. And you have the number memorized?
Do you have the number memorized?
I know what it's...
702-258-7860. That's how you can reach her.
702-258-2580.
7860. 702. We'll be done. Hit back twice, and then you'll listen to the first time. 702-258-7860 is the number. And so talking to Dr. Haldeman, also known as my wife, she's been just killing it lately. Having lots of new patients. She had a 5-year-old on the other day.
Yeah.
And this kid was so brave. He had 3 needles. 3. Usually she'll do more
Ralph
than 3.
Can't even do that.
No, Ralph can handle it. Ralph's getting brave. But, so this kid had 3 needles, and then she did laser acupuncture. I guess he'd been battling sinus infections and things like that. And like obviously we know that acupuncture helps kids. That's how Renee got into it, because it helped Aubrey significantly.
So here, when I first heard the term laser acupuncture, I'm thinking...
Hold on. Whatever you're thinking is 100% what it is.
Okay, I'm going to explain to you what I'm thinking. So, I first hear they're like, okay, you're just going to sit down right here. And he's like, oh yeah, this is going to cover... Shing, shing! These metal cuffs go on his arms and legs. He's like, what? I can't move. Oh, what? He's like, bring out the laser. And then it's like those dentist lights? It's like that, but 10 times, and it has like this giant, point with the and like electricity is like forming up, and it's all red, and it's like you're like no, and then
that's exactly what it is, and basically it'll blow you up.
Except blow you up with goodness.
Yeah, blow you up with goodness, exactly.
But
yeah, so no, she's having a lot of success, having lots of new patients, and I went to lunch with a buddy of mine who kind of gave him a shout out before, but he went there for carpal tunnel, and the carpal tunnel was bugging him, and he's like, I had no idea that needles could cure carpal tunnel.
What is carpal tunnel?
So it's like you get stiffness in your joints, and so especially because you work on computers and stuff like that. So basically, your wrist isn't very mobile, and so it was affecting his ability to work out and a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
And then just being in pain and just discomfort a lot. And so Renee had to do a handful of treatments for a couple weeks, and now he just goes back like whenever it flares up. So like once a quarter, once every couple months, he'll just go back, and he enjoys it.
Okay, want to know what we did? We went rock climbing.
Oh yeah, we did go rock climbing.
And let me tell you one thing. Those shoes are tight.
Well,
and let me tell you another thing. When you're climbing up and you're far away from the thing,
the thing is the auto repel. Auto belay.
Yeah, and then you just jump off and you're like grabbing onto it and you're swinging like Spider-Man, and then you hit the wall. Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah, that was you guys did good. I mean, like there's the, hey, I'm just going to climb up to climb, and then there's like, hey, I'm going to follow the designated path.
Yeah.
Which makes it a lot more challenging, and from where you started to where you ended were two different places. Like you guys did you and Ralph did a really good job of Ralph started off a little timid, but he got brave, and he was climbing high and doing really well.
Oh yeah, and I was there's like,
were you sore the next day?
No. Was Ralph sore?
I don't know. I know he was sore that day. I don't know about the next day.
Were you sore?
No.
Yeah, you only climbed like 2 feet.
Yeah, I didn't do a ton of climbing.
Yeah.
That's maybe my old man moment. I don't climb. I'm old. Keep your feet on the ground.
Yeah, never leave the ground.
That reminds me of a movie you definitely have to watch, is The Never Ending Story.
But does it end ever?
Never Ending Story.
Wait, so is there
Never Ending Story.
So this is just like, are they still
never ending? It's still going on.
Wait, is it? Oh my!
The never ending story.
Okay, no need.
Oh.
Okay, we need to watch Beetlejuice though.
Yeah, that's another one we need to watch.
Cause there's.
All right, well, let's watch that this weekend and get a review for it. Because
Okay.
there's the newer version coming out. We got to get on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's already out.
All right. Do you got any hot takes?
The Brady Bunch movie is not the best.
And you're sticking to that.
Okay, what about you?
Yeah, I got one. I don't know if we've talked about this, but I know we did talk about this. My hot take is we need more Australian breakdancing.
Oh, yes, we do. Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, see, I don't know if we talked about this. Like, there's this RayGunn lady. Like, there's some allegations of fraud. Like, she created some sort of organization so that she could then have these events that only she participated in, so that she could get enough points so that she could then qualify for the Olympics.
Yeah, and then she just messes up the Olympics.
Yeah, I mean, literally, breakdancing is not part of the next Olympics, and partially because of her, but partially because whatever.
Nobody watched it?
I don't know. I mean, I watched it. I thought it was pretty cool. When we saw the guys breakdancing, like, it was pretty amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, kind of.
All right, well, hey, thanks for listening.
Bye.